The Cayo Perico heist is still the best grind in the game to make millions easily, and if you're not using it, you're seriously missing out. There's been some slight changes, but don't worry, we'll overcome all those changes in this video. I'll even show you some tricks so you can master the heist and finish it as quick as possible every time. So make sure you're following everything I do carefully and you'll get this heist done in no time. A lot of players have noticed that Cayo's stealth has been slightly buffed. Guards are spotting bodies easier and mistakes are being punished more than before. But don't worry, the methods I show you avoid all of those problems. So without wasting any time, let's get started. The first thing you want to do is head to your Costacker and interact with this planning table. If you haven't completed Cayo Perico before, the heist setup is completely free. But don't worry, if you have, you'll only pay $100,000, but you'll make that back instantly. Once it tells you to steal the plane, use the Sparrow if you have one. This alone cuts a huge amount of time while completing the actual setups. Fly to the plane location, take out the enemies and steal the plane. Just be careful, don't damage it. Even if it doesn't explode, a damaged plane flies slower, and this trip is already long enough. Now that we've cleared the enemies, we're going to use this plane to go to Cayo Perico. Get inside the plane and fly to the yellow marker on the map. After that long plane journey, you should get the island cutscene, and then finally you spawn on the airstrip. From here, you can now start scouting secondary loot, and I'll put a value chart on the screen so you know what's worth grabbing and what to miss. The first location we're going to search is right behind us. It should be this hangar. Firstly, we want to go inside and search the lower gate. Take a photo of the loot and then send it to Pavel. After that, you can grab this pallet truck, line it up the way I show you, and use it to climb the second loot location. Once again, you want to take the photos and send them to Pavel. This marks it on the map and it should be available for you to loot once you do the actual heist. The final location we need to mark is just outside. Walk with me, take the photo and send it to Pavel once again. Once that's done, head to this spot and grab this bike. From here, you need to be very careful. Avoid every guard on the map. You should see their cones, just avoid those cones and you won't be spotted. If you do get spotted, you'll have to respawn back to the airstrip. It's just a huge waste of time and you actually lose your bike, and we need that bike to make the jump at the end. Follow my route exactly. I'll speed it up on the screen so you can pause it or rewind it if needed. Another thing you want to watch out for is the plants. Hitting one of these plants will send you flying and make the run even more painful. Once you get to this location, cross both of the paths and climb up the hill just like I do. Eventually you should reach this jump, wait for the guard in the tower to turn away and then hit the hill at full speed. We're basically using this hill as a ramp to help us get to the next location, so you want to build up that speed and make sure the guard doesn't see you. After you've hit the jump, stay on the path, avoid the cameras and watch for the patrol vehicle that sometimes passes through. Now just drive to the signal tower and that should be the hardest part of the setup completed. Once you reach the signal tower, check for a guard. If there is one, the signal box should be up the ladder. If not, it'll be on the ground. Complete the hack. This one is simple. Some players still get stuck, so I'll try make it easy to understand. Your goal is to match the top number and the bottom number together using the multipliers. The multipliers are always 10x, 2x or 1x, so just connect them until the two numbers match up. Once you've got that completed, open your phone and launch this specific app. After launching the app, you should be able to view all the cameras in the compound. If it's your first time completing, scroll left to right on every single camera. Eventually you should get to the basement and here you'll see your primary target. It should be either in a glass case or bonds in the safe. I'll show you the updated payouts on the screen so you can see what's worth taking. The panther statue is still the best but is currently unavailable. Even if you do get a lower value target, it's still worth completing. Changing targets wastes more time and it's not worth the effort. Like I said before, if you're a beginner, scroll through every camera from left to right. If you've completed the heist before, from here you can just exit the camera. From here you just want to go back to the airstrip, and the fastest way to do that is get spotted by a guard. Once you're spotted by the guard, it basically teleports you all the way back to the airstrip and you can go on the plane and leave the island. If it's your first time completing, head to the main dock and take some photos of the equipment and the actual main dock, then send them to Pavel. I'll now show you how to unlock the drainage tunnel. This is where a lot of players get stuck, so watch carefully. Steal one of the boats on the main dock and drive to this exact location. Dive under the water and swim to the tunnel. You should get a notification confirming that it's been discovered. Once that happens, it should be permanently unlocked. Don't worry if you don't get the notification, as long as you see the drainage tunnel and you're right there, it should be unlocked for you. Now just respawn at the airstrip, get in the plane and leave the island. That's the intel setup done, fast, clean and easy. Now we're on to the actual heist prep. Once you're back at the airport and the completed screen appears, we can move straight into the setups, and I'll show you the fastest way to clear every single one. The first thing you want to do is set your spawn location to the Kosatka. Now just join a new invite only session and you should spawn directly in the submarine. Go back to the heist board, press R1 and switch to the setups, and we're going to start with the vehicle setup and specifically the long fin. Don't worry, we only need a few of these setups, not every single one, and we're going to start off with the long fin setup. Once you've launched the mission, get in the Sparrow and fly all the way to the police station. Now a quicker way to complete this: if you own a Phantom Wedge, request it from special vehicles. It makes the setup way easier and you don't need to steal any trucks. But if you don't own the Phantom Wedge, go to this spot with the 2 trucks, steal one and drive back to the boat. Hook up the long fin, drive a short distance, hop out and kill your character. This should let you remove the cops and finish the setup much faster. Just get back in the vehicle and drive all the way to the docks. And once you're at the docks, the setup should be completed, and that's the first one off the list. Next, all you want to do is spawn back in an invite only session and it should let you teleport back to your Kosatka. Now start the next setup, and depending on your target, you should either have safe codes or plasma cutter. If you get the plasma cutter, head straight to the first location, take a photo of the entire room and send it to Pavel. Then go to the second location and steal the cutter and deliver it back to the Kosatka. Simple. It's so easy, I don't even need to show you this one. You should be able to get it done in no time. If you got the bonds in the safe, the first thing we need to do is get the safe codes and head to the Diamond Casino. Once you're there, Pavel should text you a photo of your target and he is the one that has the safe codes. Enter the casino, take the lift down to the garage and look for this exact vehicle. Once you search the truck, you should be able to find a key to the apartment. From here, just take the elevator up and look for the apartment with 2 guards waiting outside. You could either take the silent approach and kill the guards with the suppressor, or you could go in loud. Either way, you want to look for your target, eliminate him and search him for the safe codes. Once you've got the safe codes, leave the apartment and fly straight back to the Kosatka. And the next setup on the list is the fingerprint cloner. Head to the warehouse, clear the guards and hack the laptop. Then go to the second location where the cloner always spawns. Head to this desk, grab the cloner and go back to the Kosatka. And that is the setup complete. Next, we've got the cutting torch setup. Go to the construction site, grab a hard hat for stealth or go aggressive, completely up to you. Once you're there, you should see toolboxes with green arrows above them. You want to search the toolboxes until you find the blue cutting torch. Once you find the blue torch, deliver it back to the Kosatka, and the last setup we've got is the weapon setup. Before we start this setup, we want to use the Kosatka's fast travel feature and head to this exact location. We do this so we don't get the Merryweather option of the setup. Now you can start the heist setup, and we're going with the aggressor setup. This, in my opinion, is the best way to get the heist done, and I use this every single time. If you do get the Merryweather option, leave it immediately, load into an invite only session and restart the setup. The Merryweather setup takes way too long, so you want to avoid that. But if you get any other location, head there, clear the guards and head inside the building. Once you've cleared the guards, head over to this locker and it should be locked. Now all we need to do to unlock it is go to this laptop and complete the hack. Once the hack's completed, you should now be able to open the locker and steal the weapon loadout. Now that we've got the final piece of the puzzle completed, go back to your Kosatka and we can now finally start the heist. Now for the finale, go to the heist table, press R1 twice and start the finale. Use my exact approach. For the approach vehicle, we're going with the long fin, infiltration point, north dock, compound entry, drainage tunnel, escape point, airstrip. This doesn't really matter, I'll show you the fastest exit once we get to it. And the time of day, you want to go for daytime. For weapons, you want to make sure you choose the aggressor setup and also make sure you choose suppressors. Enable it by double clicking on suppressors and you should be ready for the setup. Now all you need to do from here is launch the heist. As soon as the heist starts, head to the airstrip for the secondary loot. Park your boat against the rocks so it doesn't drift out too far. Get out and wait for the guard to reach this exact spot. Zoom in using R3 and headshot him. Make sure you get headshots on every single guard. If you hit the body, you'll get caught. Now just climb onto this roof, take out the next guard and destroy the camera. You want to watch the map and make sure the guard isn't close by. If he is, he could hear the cutting torch sound and you could get caught. If he's not close by, open the gate using the cutting torch watch and get your secondary loot. Once you've collected that loot, head to the hangar and collect the other loot that you've got. And remember, we want to take the most valuable product. So for me, I'm just going to go with the bottom loot. If you've got more valuable items on the top, you should go for that. And once your bag is completely full, we can drive to the drainage tunnel. Once you're at this exact location, equip your rebreather. To do this, all you need to do is press left on the D-pad. Next, press R1 and dive straight into the ocean. Swim down to the drainage tunnel. In the same pattern as me, swim to this exact location and then press right on the D-pad to enter. Once you're inside the compound, don't kill any guards. Bodies get detected much faster now, so just run past the first guard, hug the wall, avoid the cones, wait for this guard to get to this exact location, then walk past him. Avoid this other guard, go up the stairs and hide behind the wall. Wait for the next guard to walk down the stairs and just slip behind him. Once you're there, go to the office and loot the wall. You can also steal paintings if you've got enough room, but if not, just walk to this location. Once you looted, go to the fingerprint scanner on the elevator, and I'm going to show you the fastest method to get this done. So all you want to do is change every row to the top of the fingerprint. Once that's done, the first row stays the same. The second row you go right once, third row you go right twice, the fourth row you go right 3 times, the fifth row you go right 4 times, the sixth row you go right 5 times, the seventh row you go right 6 times, and the 8th row you go right 7 times. If you've done this correctly, the fingerprint scanner should be completed and you can use this on every single scanner in the game. Now just go down the lift and grab the primary target. The plasma cutter is for the glass box, or if you've got the safe codes, you should get a text from Pavel and just go enter that into the safe. Once you've got the target, head back up the lift, and from here follow my exact route and you shouldn't get caught. Now we just want to go down the stairs, avoid the guard and slip right past him. There should be a second guard, but once again he won't be paying any attention. From here, just hide and hug the wall. We're basically looking for this guard here to move to the left side, so you could just watch me carefully and watch where my guard moves. As soon as you see him hit that location, you can sneak past him, climb over the same place that I do near these stairs, and you should see the exit right in front of you. Once again, you want to make sure no guards are looking in your direction and no cones are visible. When you've got a clear shot like I do, just climb over and spam right on the D-pad. You should get the cutscene of you exiting the compound, and from here you're almost done. Once you're outside, there should be this guard right in front of you with a bike, and don't make the same mistake that I do. It's now been secretly buffed, so if you shoot the guards will find out straight away. So all you want to do is walk up to him, hit him with a weapon, and you should be able to steal his bike from there. Next, drive straight forward, avoid the next guard, and take the same jump that I do. So follow my path directly, just keep going and jump off the cliff. If you go for a further jump, you swim less, so just try jump as far as you can. Once you got into the ocean, dive straight down, equip your rebreather once again by pressing right on the D-pad. Now keep swimming until you hit this exact location and the escape from Cayo Perico sign disappears on the bottom of your screen. Once it disappears, you know that you've hit the location and you've completed the heist. Now you should get the little cutscene, and once you've got through that cutscene, you're now completed. You've got the payout and the heist is completely done. So if you liked the video, make sure you subscribe, like and share. There'll be more videos coming out soon. Comment down below Perico if you watch the video all the way to the end, and I'll see you in the next one.